I was like 225, I think.
Yeah? What's the number you would like to be?
Like 160.
160. So you love fast food, right? What else?
Like mostly Wendy's, not much McDonald's though.
Wendy's, so the square burger.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I know we're giggling and stuff, but Mom, do you think it's your fault that your son is obese?
A lot of it is my fault. He was on the right track, and I have always had to fight with weight myself. As a child, I was thin, but the older I got, the heavier I got. And then I had breast cancer, and I thought I wasn't going to survive, but after surgeries and chemo and everything, I survived. But then I thought I didn't want him hating me for holding food back from him. So if he asked me to make brownies or cookies, I do, or for a can of Pringles, I'll get it for him. And it's more or less, I'm thinking subconsciously, I don't want to pass on and have my child not liking me because I withheld food from him. But through doing this, I have injured him.
Yes. Do you understand that obesity can be like cancer?
Oh, yes.
That it can be curable, but that it can also
cause a lot of things.
Death.
I mean, right.
It can cause death.
He could have, I have heart problems, he could have heart problems, diabetes, any type of things. You know, he has sleep apnea right now. And he wants to be an aeronautical engineer and go into the Air Force. Well, you have to be in shape to get into the Air Force.
Yes, you do.
And to fly planes.
Yeah. Joining us is pediatrician and parenting expert, Dr. Alana Levine. Dr. Alana, so he's sneaking food. Mom says it's kind of her fault. I know, Mom, you were an emotional eater. Food is comfort for you. You do cook him the things out of your guilt and wanting him to love you. What do you, when you see this whole thing, what are you looking at?
This is so troubling to me. Mom, what you have to understand is that he wasn't born knowing how to eat healthfully. He wasn't born knowing that you have 3 meals a day. You need to teach him that. And that is the way you love your child. He's not going to hate you when he grows up if you've done the right thing by him. When he's old enough to realize that out of that moment when you say no, that you're really saying no out of love. He's going to be much better off. He already has medical complications from being overweight.
What were you saying, Mom?
I just told him I'm sorry.
But it's not too late to make a change. You guys need to get on the right schedule now. You need to teach him how to eat healthfully. You need to create an environment in your home where he's not sneaking food. And you need to get him up off that couch.
Yeah.
I watched that video with him in that lazy boy chair with the remote eating, and that breaks my heart because he should be outside, playing, running around, burning calories, feeling good about himself, not sitting in his house by himself without his friends eating.
What are you feeling right now? You're saying you're sorry. What are you sorry for?
A lot of pain and just feeling that, exactly that. That's not love. And I love him very much.
You're shaking your head. What are you shaking your head about?
I'm just agreeing that, yeah, I love my mommy so much, and I agree with everything that she says.
Yeah. Why are you about to cry?
Because mommy's crying.
Because mommy's crying. So you're a good guy. You're a good guy. That's called empathy. When you feel with somebody, that's empathy. Sympathy is like, oh, I feel for you. Empathy is I feel with you. Right? So that's a beautiful part inside of you. Right? We just want to get that outside feeling just as good as that inside feels.
Yeah.
Okay? We'll be right back.
Up next, when Gabby looks in the mirror, she says she hates what she sees.
How much of this do you think it's your fault is from Mom?
I think this is like the entire United States' fault.
You've been compliant in sentencing her to a life sentence in Bat Prison for a crime she didn't commit. You need to get her out.
And later,
you are the only you the world is ever gonna know. Be amazing. Those of us who share the world with you, we're waiting for you to be amazing.
Extremely overweight at a young age, who is to blame? Is it the child or is it their parents? Gabby wanted to give us an insight look at what life is like for her as an obese child. Check this out.
When Gabby looks in the mirror, She says she hates what she sees.
I don't like my legs, I don't like my arms, I don't like my stomach.
Unlike your average teen, the place she absolutely dreads most is the mall.
Apparently now I'm 57. Overweight people are all 57, Mom.
Come on, let's go that way.
You can't be young and overweight, it's not heard of.
Maybe if you take the clown socks off, they would look cute.
Clown socks, they have fat feet just like everything else.
And she says when her search for clothes leaves her empty, food is there to lift her back up.
We're going to order a pizza. Yum, yum, yummy. There's lunch.
Hi, Gabby. Hello. So, the last thing that we saw there is when you're feeling bad, you know, and you can't shop at in the section of the girls that are your age, the food makes you feel better. Yeah? Tell me what types of foods that you usually eat.
Pizza, Spanish food especially, a lot of that. We eat a lot of chicken, actually. Chicken and rice and things like that.
Okay. I heard you like Doritos and Cheetos mixed together.
Uh-huh.
I know a lot of people that like that mixed together. So you eat leftovers? You eat other people's leftovers?
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, I hear that you wear your hair differently every single day to school. Why is that? Every single day?
I feel like if my hair is pretty, then maybe it'll distract attention away from my body.
That'll distract. Have you ever tried to lose weight?
Numerous times.
Numerous times. Okay, so Stephanie.
Yeah.
Mom. How much of this do you think is Gabby's fault, and how much do you think it's your fault as her mom?
I think it's got to be 100% my fault because Gabby, I'm supposed to be teaching Gabby proper things, but I don't think it's just my fault. I think this is like the entire United States' fault. You have the schools that you're counting on to teach your kids, you know, about proper health and, you know, nutrition and so forth, and instead they go and they're getting all this junk food and putting it into their cafeterias and all of the vending machines, and they're out to make the money too. So then you turn around and I have to be worried about her coming home every day and what the teacher said to her and the kids and everything, and you know, and the guidance counselors wanting to talk to her about her weight, but yet she can turn around and go down to your cafeteria and eat anything she wants.
But every kid at the school is not obese.
No.
Right?
No.
So I do agree that there is something wrong with education when it comes to food, and there is a lot of fattening food there, but not everybody is obese at her school.
Right. No.
So, and she comes home. I'm sure you're not doing grilled chicken and green vegetables.
After school, I'm probably to blame because directly after school, her and her brother, they go to a private school, which I thought would help the problem. And directly after school, it's always we're hungry, which is 2 hours after lunch. And of course, I break. Let's go to McDonald's, get anything quick that we can get on the way home. But then, for the most part, we do have chicken and rice and things that would normally not be fattening. But when you eat 4 to 6 plates of it, then it turns fattening.
Do you feel helpless with telling her to stop with the portions and the
Absolutely.
and the
I
going
think
back
every
and forth?
parent does. You don't want to have to tell your child you can't have more, or you can't have the normal things that every other child gets, like McDonald's, Doritos, whatever it is. But the matter is here that Gabby doesn't have the same dynamics that I have, and she's not going to be able to enjoy a simple cheeseburger.
Hi, Dr. Alina.
Hello.
So one thing that stood out to me is when Gabby's mother, Stephanie, said that it's the school's fault and kind of threw it there. And how much of it is the school and how much of it is mom?
Well, we're all exposed to things every single day. We're exposed to commercials, advertisements. You drive past on the road, there's McDonald's every block. What you need to do is teach her moderation.